Alright, good morning. So we're all packed up, it's like 7:15 and we're on the trail. So heading towards the Wind River Range, and the goal is today to see if me and George can hit at least maybe like 22 miles. We'll see what the elevation is like. I don't think it's too bad. And we're actually going to be reaching the Cirque of the Towers alternate, which is supposed to be one of the best places on the CDT. And we'll just be reaching the beginning of the Cirque of the Towers, maybe doing a few miles up there and camping somewhere along the way. And so today there might be some really cool views, I'm not sure, but tomorrow for sure, tomorrow is going to be a really cool, beautiful day. So very excited. I think today might be cool as well, so see how it goes. And at some point on this trip, while George is with me, we'll probably do a little breakdown of just like the kind of gear that he brought, because I know some people that watch these videos are curious about the different kinds of hiking gear, and we can do a little comparison. George has a pretty light pack. I think his base weight is maybe like 14 pounds or something, but there are a few things which added up. I mean, he probably could have had it below like 12 pounds. But I mentioned that he's using an Atom Packs, which is like a UK brand for backpacks. And yeah, we'll mention some more of his gear a bit later on. Yeah, nice views. Still kind of in the desert.
Yeah.
Just on the edge of the desert still. It's weird, it seemed like things were changing, like we were going deep into the forest, but I guess not quite yet. Really starting to approach the mountains now. So like I mentioned yesterday, I'm now carrying bear spray because now we're basically on the edge of grizzly country. The Wind River Range I think is extremely rare to see grizzly bears, but from here on out for the rest of the trail it's possible for there to be grizzly bears in basically any part of the trail. So I'm now carrying bear spray, and like I said, I actually got the bear spray for free out of the hiker box. It's possible it was left there by maybe someone bike packing going southbound. That's quite common because right now the southbound hikers, hiking the CDT, are not here yet, but southbound hikers would probably leave bear spray behind in Pinedale. And if you're curious, the way I'm carrying the bear spray, I don't know if you can see it here, but basically it's pretty easy access. So with this hand I can just grab it. It's extremely easy. I can grab it extremely quickly, and then the way it works is there's a safety on it. So with your thumb, you just pull the safety off and then like push the button. Hopefully I showed that correctly. I don't know if you could fully see that in view. It's hard to tell what I'm filming. But anyway, you need to have the bear spray really easy access and be able to just like quickly just pull it out in case a grizzly bear is charging you. So we're walking beside a river here. I think this is called the Sweetwater River. And actually, if you remember on that last day in the Great Basin, which was I guess 2 days ago, I went past a river. You know, most of the Great Basin, there were no rivers or streams, but I went past a river called the Sweetwater River, and I said, I bet this river comes from the Wind River range. And yeah, this is the same river that I collected water from in the basin, I think. So that's pretty cool. So it's about 11:30 now, and we've done almost 12 miles, I think. We started hiking at like 7:15 or so. So yeah, pretty solid start to the day. It's been cruisy, honestly. It's been kind of a mixture of sort of desert-like with the sage bushes, and then some more of this with the actual, I don't know, pine trees or spruce or whatever they are. And yeah, anyway, just up ahead there's like a trailhead, so there's a road that goes there, and there are like picnic tables and a campsite there. So we figured we'd stop at like, you know, 12 o'clock and basically have lunch there and stop for at least half an hour and then crack on with the hike. And probably today I'm thinking we'll definitely hit more than 20 miles, but maybe 25. Don't want to push George too hard for some of the first days out here, but I don't know, he seems like he can handle it, so we'll see. Alright, so it's almost 12 o'clock and we're just taking a break now. I figured I'd give a quick update on the kind of food that I've been packing out for those of you that are curious. So, got bagels, I've got this chicken salad in a packet, I also sometimes do tuna, and then I got my good old Nando's Peronaise, so like peri-peri mayo. I got these mozzarella cheese strings, I got loads of pepperoni, got my Idahoan mashed potatoes, got some donuts. I'm feasting. It's amazing. You can tell this area would have a lot of blowdowns to climb over if it weren't for the fact that a trail crew has obviously been through here fairly recently. You can see the like wood shavings from where they cut through the blowdowns. You can see how fresh this is. You know, that's like freshly cut. Very nice. So it's a little difficult to see because the trees are obscuring it, but there's a lake down here called Little Sandy Lake. It's actually a decent sized lake, but I think just up ahead is where we start the Circle of the Towers alternate. So I think the trail is going to go around this like kind of left side of the lake, and then in the distance you can actually see some mountains, and that's definitely, well, those are some of the mountains that we're going to go past later today and definitely tomorrow. Alright, so now we've got a better view of the lake and the mountains. So that's the direction that we're heading, basically straight ahead.
Oh, is that a cairn?
Yeah, there's loads of cairns. So now that we're on the Circle of the Towers alternate, the trail is not as well defined and there's actually quite a few blowdowns. It's not too bad, but it's definitely a little bit more slow going because, you know, there's things like this you have to get over.
Going under things.
Alright, so we're all set up in camp now. It's like at least 8:30 now, close to 9 o'clock. And basically it rained for a while. Didn't rain for like a really long time, but it rained like very heavy rain, some hail. And George and I basically found a couple of trees. They weren't the best of trees, but they were pretty decent. So we just kind of like, you know, huddled under the trees and just like ate some food and just hung out there for a while. But we ended up getting quite cold actually, surprisingly cold. Just we weren't like soaking wet, but it was raining quite a bit. Ended up getting quite cold, so eventually we started moving and the rain kind of died down a bit. And then it looked like it was going to start raining again. So we ended up just finding a flat spot and, you know, I pitched my tarp and George was in his tent. I also pitched my bug net, so there's actually a lot of mosquitoes here, so pitched the bug net. And then George hung his food and I used my earth sack. And yeah, anyway, it was a pretty solid day. We did about 20 miles, maybe slightly over or something like that. And we're on the Circle of the Towers alternate now. So tomorrow morning is going to be absolutely spectacular. Hopefully we get clear sunny skies. And yeah, you should look forward to tomorrow's video because tomorrow is going to be Circle of the Towers and it's supposed to be a of the CDT. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow.